Good morning, good morning. I'm out among my cornfields. I would have done this live today, but I'm new to YouTube, and they said I have to have 100 subscribers in order to go live. I don't have 100 subscribers yet. I'm getting there little by little. So, unfortunately, this will have to be videoed. I don't plan on editing it at all. It is what it is. So, hi, I'm Susan. I'm a strength conditioning nutrition coach, retired cardiac RN. Did that for 25 years. Started in the ER, went to cath lab, which is the plumbing side of the heart. Also did electrical, which is the electrical side of the heart. Did that for many years. And then eventually graduated up to open hearts. Did that and went into heart failure area, which is heart transplants, still open heart transplants, and ECMO and things like that. Did that for 15 years, and it's long, hard hours. So at 65, I retired. I am now at 68. I went and got my strength conditioning, or I should say my L1 certification, my CrossFit level 1 cert, and I have a precision nutritionist certification, plus all my years of cardiac background. So I am now doing my fun job, which I call my retirement fun job, and I help women 40, 50, and 60 years old and above, hopefully way above, to live life on their terms, to get around menopause or work with it. We all have menopause. We can't get around it. So we have to learn to work with it. Yes, we can take hormone replacement and things like that. And if you can do that, awesome. But I never did do that. It wasn't really a thing back when I was going through menopause. And so I didn't know about it. I didn't pursue it because it just, even in the medical profession, I didn't know. So if you can do it, go ahead. So I'm here to help women with fitness and nutrition to help offset some of that menopause, or menopause belly, I should say, because some of us get it, some of us don't. People look at me and think, you didn't get it. And I said, well, yeah, I did. I'm a little fluffier around the middle than I was in my younger years. So it hits everybody different, but it does hit. So I'm here to help those women who want to take control of their retirement years, who don't want a pull bar in their bathroom, who don't want to not be able to do something or pick up their grandkids because they're not strong enough. I got 8 of them. I want to pick them all up. Some of them are 15 and 12. They're a little too big, but I do kind of bear hug them and I bring them up off the ground, and actually they love that. So anyway, which brings me to my rant of this video, or age. I am 68, getting close to 69, or closer to 69. So I just had my Medicare checkup last week. I felt very indignant over the whole thing. I wasn't happy with the 10 pages of questions they had to ask. Can you get off the toilet? Do you have pull bars in your bathroom? Do you have throw rugs on the floor? Can you get out of a chair? Do you need help with ADLs, assistant daily livings? So being who I am, I was a little indignant over that, but understanding they have to put, once you hit 65, you're pretty much lumped in one group. And that's where my rant is. Before you lump me in a group, or anybody, look at that person first. Do I look like I can't get off the toilet? Do I look like I can't get out of a chair? I don't think so. You want me to show you how I deadlift 200 pounds or back squat 120? So then ask me if I can do that. I've been in the healthcare business for 20, almost 30 years. And more than anything, they look at the age first. Then if you're lucky, they might go deeper. But for me, being relatively healthy, they're just looking at my age and treating my age. I'm like, no, I don't need any of that. And I don't want any of that. Sorry, I said this is not going to get edited. That's my tracker saying I just finished 2 miles, 3 miles, 2.5 miles, 3 miles, something like that. 3 miles. I was going for 5 today. I got a 10K race coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm working towards that. I even asked, can you go to the mailbox and back without any problems? I said, well, I'll let you know when I finish my 10K race in 2 weeks if I had any problems. So that's my rant with Medicare, Medicaid. Treat the person, not the number. And it is so prevalent. I do have problems. I have chronic arthritis in my knees, moderate, and I have crippling arthritis. I also have chronic lymphedema in my left leg. Sorry, I had to turn it off for a second for all the cars that were going by. But I live with this every day, have for many years, but at least the lymphedema, I've had it for 35 years. Had surgery on my leg a couple weeks, 9 weeks ago to improve it. So that was a blessing. Which brings me to my second rant is influencers. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm just trying to convince, not even convince, to show women they can do this well into retirement and beyond to live a more healthy, energetic life. I'm going to have to turn it off for a minute because here comes a horse. All right, I'm back. On this route I take, there's a very sweet lady that walks her horse, most pretty horse I've ever seen. They name her Sunshine. Very appropriate, I would say. So anyway, I had to stop and talk to her for a few minutes. Like I said, this is going to be live, so I edited that part out. Which brings me back to my second rant. Influencers. I don't really put myself in that category, but I guess in a way I am. Isn't my goal, but I saw at least 2 or 3 times, if not more, posts saying all women, quote, should be able to do this. And it was like 10 burpees without stopping, 20 push-ups, 1.25% deadlift of your weight, 70% of your weight on bench press, your weight on back squats. I can't even think of all the other stuff that was said. And I'm like, okay, who's this guy? So I looked him up. He's a young, at least for me, he looked young, obviously a bodybuilder. He is a health and fitness coach. He looked like he was in 30s, maybe 40s. And I looked through his posts and they were all young people, women, young men. And it's awesome. I'm great. Good for them. But it's the all part that got me, my feathers riled up a little bit. Maybe all women at that age, but when you say all women, you're talking all women, right up until 60, 70, 80s and beyond. And realistically, a lot of us at that age, older ages and retirement age, can't lift that much. I more or less can. My weakness is probably my back squats. So I can do the deadlift, I can do the bench press, but I don't really bench press at the moment because I'm nursing a bad shoulder. But I can do, and I don't do the push-ups because it really hurts my bad shoulder. So that's the thing, when we get older, we have a few more aches and pains. We got some arthritis we have to maneuver around. I don't believe in not using them, because if you don't move them, they're not going to move. But sometimes you do have to maneuver, and I have to maneuver on push-ups. I can't do a regular push-up on the ground. I can do one, but it hurts way too much on my shoulder, so I'm not willing to do that. I just do other things. I get around it, and that's what we have to do when we're getting older. So don't read what all these influencers are saying. Some of them you need to look at their age, and if they want to post that when they're our age or my age, okay, give me some backup on that. Most of us, truthfully, can't do that much. I would say start with body weights and then go to bands or light dumbbells. Work your way up. Can you eventually do it? Yes. I think you possibly 100% can. I have a 67-year-old that I'm training. Her goal is to deadlift her body weight. She only has about 10 pounds to go. She is totally there, and I hate to break the news to her. She'll be able to go beyond that. She can bench press 70% of her body weight right now, and I got another one that's probably deadlifting 175% of her body weight. She's super strong. And just the other day, she was doing a strict press. She did 70 pounds for 3 reps. And boy, the smile on her face, she said, I never thought in a million years I'd be able to do that. Of course you can. Could she when she started with me? No. We were doing empty bars. We were doing dumbbells. And sometimes we still do dumbbells. So don't think you can't do it. Don't read something like that and I can't do that. Why bother? Well, no. Not even at that age could they do that right off the bat. You have to build up to it. And being at our age, sometimes we have to, takes a little longer to build up to it, and we have to maneuver around some ailments. I have to maneuver around some stuff, and I'm sure you guys have to maneuver around stuff too. So, if any of this resonates with you, please comment below. I'd love to hear some of your comments. And if you want to hit that subscribe button for me, I certainly appreciate that. So maybe next time I can do this live. YouTube will let me. Have a blessed day.